Right, good afternoon, team. Welcome to your science lesson for today. You know how we start these off, looking back at our previous learning, okay? So, from last week, when does a bulb's shoots grow? When does a bulb's shoots grow? And then the other question from last lesson, how does a bulb make its food in the winter? How does a bulb make its food in the winter? Okay, so think back to last week when we were learning all about bulbs. Okay, now from last term, we have when does a human stop growing? What kind of age are we when we stop growing? And then what does a baby drink? And what do babies drink? Let's move down. From last term, what is a microhabitat? Remember, a habitat is an animal's home. So what is a microhabitat? And then where does a plant get its food from? That's what you should have learned last year. Where does a plant get its food from? Okay. So today we're looking at seed dispersal. How do seeds disperse? Okay. Let's start with what does disperse mean? Does anyone know? Okay, well, hopefully you've written down what you think disperse means. We're going to find out in this lesson. Okay. Right. Which of these are fruits? I'll pause the video, write down the ones that you think are fruits. Okay. All of these parts of the plant are technically the fruits of the plant. Okay, so all of these are fruit. Okay, when we're talking scientifically. Technically, the fruits of the plant because they are all the parts of the plant that carries the seed. However, we tend to think of fruits as being the fleshy fruits that we eat, such as the plum, banana, and watermelon. So if you just put plum, banana, and watermelon, and possibly the pear, fair enough. But technically, they are all fruits. Okay. So it's quite rare for a fruit to have just one seed. You tend to get loads of seeds inside them. Okay. You see here in the pomegranate, loads of seeds. Okay. Fruits have lots of seeds because it increases the chances of more plants growing. Fruits rarely stay with the plant they grow on. The seeds are dispersed to different places. This is the key bit we need to remember from today. Dispersed means spread out. Okay, so if I'm asking you to find a space in the classroom, I might say disperse, and you all need to spread out and find room. Okay, dispersing is the idea of spreading out. There are lots of ways that seeds can be dispersed. Very light seeds, like in the picture, these dandelion seeds, are dispersed by the wind. The wind blows these little seeds and they spread out along the field or wherever they are. They float to those different places and then they grow into new dandelions. Not all the seeds will grow, okay, because they might land somewhere where they can't grow. They accidentally land on a car. You're not going to suddenly have loads of dandelions growing on your car, okay? Some seeds are dispersed by animals. Animals like foxes, birds, bats, they all eat fruits straight from the plant. They take it from the plant and eat it. Or they take them when they fall into the ground. Some seeds are digested by the animal, they eat them, but some aren't and come out the other end as whole seeds. So some seeds are buried by animals like squirrels as well. So there are lots of different ways for animals to spread those seeds around. Some seeds are too large or heavy to be dispersed by wind or animals. Coconuts are a good example of this. Coconut trees often use water to disperse their seeds. Coconuts that grow near water will often get washed up onto other islands or different parts of the coast where they grow into new plants. They have to rely on the water to spread. So we've had animals, wind, and water, 3 ways of dispersing, okay? Other plants use more explosive methods to disperse their seeds. Some plants, such as pea pods and gorse bushes, produce seed pods. The seeds dry inside the pods. When they are ready, the pods explode and they throw the seeds out away from the plants. Okay, so you can see here, this pod has exploded and the seeds are all being thrown out into different directions. Okay, so I'm going to put this link in the YouTube description so you can go and watch this video just to give you that bit more extra detail about it. All right, so pause the video, go watch the video, then come back. Okay, so hopefully you've watched the video by now. So this is the main task. This isn't your, for those accessing Teams, this isn't your assignment, but this is on a PDF in Teams if you want to download it and do it, where it's different fruits and what seed dispersal they'll need. Now, the assignment on Teams is this, where you got the 4 different types of dispersal we just talked about. Can you explain the different methods, how they work? So how does wind disperse seeds? How do animals disperse seeds? How does water disperse seeds? And what is explosive dispersal? How does that work? Okay, so we just learned about those 4 methods. Can you write in each box what that process is, how that happens? Okay, so that is the assignment on Teams, and there is also a quiz all about seed dispersal. So 2 things to do if you're accessing Teams. That's it for your science lesson today. Thanks everyone. I'll see you later.